Hi guys, hope you're doing well. So this is a little haul of some of the books that I bought from Kindle. Some are Kindle Unlimited, but there are some books which I have recently bought. So I wanted to just show you quickly and go through them, like what those books are. This is my Kindle. I just put some stickers on them, and this is Kindle Paperwhite. I love it. I've just added the pop socket. This has been with me since 2018, but I started using it only since last July. So it's good, but the battery is almost dying out this device. It's like only after 3 hours or 2 hours of using, the battery becomes 50, 40. So I have to charge, which I'm not happy. So I definitely will upgrade, but I'm waiting for new Kindles to be launched. Nor in India nor in Middle East there are any new ones, only refurbished. So that really sucks, and I don't want to go buy another Kobo and all, because all my books are in Kindle. It's so weird they don't have it in every other country. Anyways, so these are some of the books. This is the series I'm reading, and I will be posting all the books once I finished. I'm in the last book now. I will review it together. This is the series by Cora Riley, The Sin of Fathers. So we have already read the parents' books in Camorra Chronicle and Born in Blood series. So this is a back of this. It's amazing. I will be posting the review shortly, so we'll not talk more about it. This Cold Hearted by, what's this lady's name? Cold Hearted by, this book is called Cold Hearted. It is by Heather Gore. So, this is a woman on the run. Grace came to Longtooth, Alaska, looking for a safe place to hide. All she wanted was to keep her head down, do her job, and enjoy the peace and quiet. But there's no peace to be found once she meets Longtooth's cantankerous bush pilot, Caleb Kinoet. It's surely and it's surely rude and mean. He's also, unfortunately, the most attractive man Grace has ever met, and as long Alaskan winter nights stretch on, she finds herself warming to his rough charm just as she's falling for the beauty of her new home. A town with secrets, there's something different about Longtooth, something the locals won't talk about with outsiders, and Grace is definitely an outsider. When her dangerous past finally tracks her down, Longtooth can't keep it secret from her any longer, and the revelation upends the world as she knows it. The only truth she can sure of her feelings for Caleb, but will not be enough to save her, or she will have to sacrifice herself and save the ones she loves. So this is one of the books I downloaded in Kindle Unlimited. The Wolf King is also the same. There are two parts. The other book is launching in March, so I'm excited to read it because it's 20 years from Twilight series, and I love that series a lot. So I wanted to download some of the books which are similar of my interest. So I got this. This story is about this princess, is a human princess, and she goes and lives with the werewolves because she's they're trying to have a mutual agreement. And then there's another guy also in that book, so I'm excited. The Wolf King, this will be another book which I'll be reading. This Italian is like again a mafia love story, so this is something again I would be reading, and this I highly recommend it. As some of the vloggers I see talk a lot about this series, and the most important thing is the author. She's going through stage 4 breast cancer, and my mom has passed away because of breast cancer and COVID in 2021. So I definitely want to finish reading all the books in this series, because these are basically 6 books in this series, and these all of them are like, let me card, these all are like retelling of the stories from. I have to return one of the books. Let's see, which one will I return for now. I think I'll return because this is also this obsession one also I've heard. Anyways, so this is another series. Might go into it shortly as well after I'm done with some more books. Then these are some of the purchase books I bought. This is Collide. This is like hockey romance, but I think this is even better than the first, the other book of the, like, this one. What's the name of this book? Anyways, so this is the hockey icebreaker I was meaning. So this is Collide. Collide is a story of let's see together. So it Collide is the first book in the Off Ice series, the second novel Spiral. It's now the third It is out now, and the third Revolve will be out in October. You can pre-order Revolve now. Equal parts spicy and sweet. When summer president professor issues her with an ultimatum, she finds herself on an unexpected collision course with the hockey captain, Aiden Crawford. Summer hates everything about hockey for a good reason, but she isn't going to let this stand in the way of her becoming the sports psychologist. Aiden loves being the hockey captain, except when his team's reckless mistakes risk jeopardizing the entire season. When coach puts him forward a research paper as a punishment, he has no choice but to accept. Summer can't stand his blasé approach to life, and Aiden doesn't understand her uptight schedule. One, they are off to rocky start. The provoking each other, it turns out, is what they do most. But losing isn't something either of them does well. Maybe that's the way for both of them to win. So this is one of the book I'm looking forward to read. And then another is This Morbidly Yours. This seemed very nice when I read the review at the back. It talks about this. This is a funeral owner, and this girl, she just is I think a widower, a single mom, and she comes into the town, and then it's their love story, how they form. So it's going to be fun. This series is quite famous. Their fourth book I'll be buying shortly again. It's a pre-order. So first these three done, and these are all cowboy romances, so I'm looking forward to reading this. Then The 7-Year Slip. It's about one girl. Her grandma used to say that there is like a time machine in one of the bedrooms or somewhere, and then this lady, one morning she wakes up after her grandma dies, is she meets a man, and I think that's the story. It's going to be nice. This series also, I've heard the third book is again coming up this year, so I'm glad I got the two. I will pre-order that as well. Then The Mile High. This is the series I'm planning after I'm done with all the Camoras and all. I'm going to do the fifth book is also, then the final book is also coming in the series soon, so I'm excited to read that. It will be released on 20th May, so definitely look forward. After the Camora Chronicle, I will be reviewing. After the Sin of Father series, I'll be reviewing this. And then I picked up The Deep End. I've never read any of the Harley Hazelwood book, but I've got all of them, so I got this. This is Does It Hurt, is about one girl. She changes her identity, and then that's how she and one of the guy, he's a big shot. He pretends that okay, that if she's taken the identity, and they get stranded in an island and with a lighthouse, and there's a weird man. So it's like a thriller. I'm excited to read it. This also, Joanna Shrupp, is I've never read. I'm more of the Teresa Medeiros, or I love this what is this, my favorite, Laura Gorke, her books, and of course the Julia Quinn. So this is the series I've never read, so especially this one, the Duke Gets Even. So I'm looking forward for reading all this. Now Lady Gets Lucky, this is the book, so I'm excited to read her story. I think this one is the one in which the guy pretends, the girl, he teaches her art of seduction. So it's something like that. And I found that story very nice. I wanted to pick up some historical romances because I was a historical romance girl only before. If you'll see my books, you will see a lot of, I started reading contemporary after Colleen Hoover, and I started reading dark romances after I read a couple of Rena Kent book. No, and also the one that got me hooked on to reading again after my daughter's birth was Anna Huang's The Whole Twisted Universe. I think that was my first book series that I read after a really long time. This Done with Dusted, as I said, its fourth book is also launching on April 15th, so very close. So but I'll pre-order these two. I've heard very good reviews about this. Five Brothers is like some weird book only I'm feeling so far, so I just read a little. Elsie Silver is another. I love Heartland series, and I love these small town romances. I used to watch in Netflix, so it's going to be something similar. This whole series is about the ranch life. Yeah, this is about horses and all, so I'm excited to. I've wanted to dive like once I'm done with the Mile High series. Once I'm done with this series, I will start Elsie Silver's. I have a lot of her books already. Then Court of This I picked up long time back. Fourth Wing also, I have the Fourth Wing hard copy as well. But I want to buy the special edition with the dragons, so I want to have a collection. But let me first read the book and see if I really like it. I have the book and of the first and all the three. Then the Magnolia Park also, I love Gossip Girl, so I purchased all of this. It's like a Gossip Girl based in UK. Lot of toxicity in this book. That's what I've read the reviews, but many times you need to try the books by yourself. And I like the back review, and I love the way the author wrote couple of, I had downloaded the first chapters to know exactly if I liked this. Stephanie Garber's, I also want to the Caramel series, because many people say that series is also very good. This is a young adult, so it doesn't have much spice, but the story is amazing, so I just picked up also, so I will be reading them. Then this is for Cora Riley's Fragile Longing. This is one of the guys from the Camorra Chronicle, the one I forget, Serafina leaves to marry Remo is the guy, his story with her sister. And this is a vampire thing. This is a mafia series a lot people talk about as well. So it's the JT Gensinger. Maybe once I'm done with Mile High, I might jump into this. This also I've heard Fragile Century has been really good. Passenger Princess, I've already read. It's like a palette cleanse. I've read already like couple of chapters and I liked it, so I don't want to delete. The Bonus I've heard also is one of the very good stories. It's a office romance. And Sophie Lark, I have read all her books in the Underworld series, which I really love. The series, very underrated. These two I had left, so I want to pick those two. Also Sophie Lark's, this is a love triangle one I wanted to read, about this girl. She goes into a town, her ex boyfriend lover who she ditched, he and a very big money minded guy, like a very rich guy, all of them are trying to be with her. So it's something like that. I love triangle, so this is good. This mafia also I've heard is very good. Might finish this Kindle Unlimited before I go into the other books. And then the Icebreaker series, I've heard they are quite fun to read, so I've downloaded those as well. These are all bought ones. Again, the same with the Serpent. I have the first physical book with me, and then I have already read all of my other books. If you can see the Striker, still I've not read Anna Huang, and also the King series. I think King of Envy, once it comes in, then I will read the King series before that. So the Striker is pending. Then most of the books, these are all Mafia Mistress, and all these are all Kindle Unlimited, which I've read already, but I'm not sure why it still shows. I need to return these because of this. Lot of space goes in my. And this is the Elsie Silver she had. This is another of the book from the Gold Rush series. And then yeah, that's about it. And then there is this Quicksilver fantasy romance, which I want to also try. Some of Colleen Hoover's books I've not read. This whole Binding series, Binding 13, I've heard good reviews, but these are all young adults, might read those. And this is my LJ Sean's, a couple of her books also I have downloaded. And The Bride, again LJ Sean's books. And then Truly Madly Deeply I enjoyed. And this is the Elsie Silver. The third book I have already pre-ordered, should be coming. This is the Single Dad series. And God of Malice, I've read all of them except this God of Fury and God of War, still pending. My romance is not something I look forward to read, because I'm not interested, but they talk very good about, and it's Nikolai and the brother whom I really like the story. He's a good character, so it will be fun. And then we have the Harry Potter, we have the Laura Lee Gurke, London's Twin. I don't know that was. And of course, this is Laura Lee Gurke. She's my favorite Regency romance. Many of her series I need to finish. And Kathy Maxwell, then Sarah J. Maas, and this is one of the. This was supposed to be pirate romance. If you're looking for a pirate romance, highly recommend Teresa Medeiros, Thief of Hearts. It's a good book. This is the whole series. This is all another series I want to finish from Elsie Silver. And then this is the Laura Lee Gurke. I have a couple of her books which I want to read. There are 2 books in this series. Is the third one coming as well? I'll definitely buy it on 29 July. Bad Luck Bride, Scandal of the Savoy. So once I have all these books remaining from to read. So I have a very big, and then this is about vampire. So some more, and then the whole series except the King of Envy, which will be coming. So a lot in my Kindle. You can see that I love this too. I've not read even this from Anna Huang series, so I need to do that. And then some more Colleen Hoover books are there. Then some Ali Hazelwood. This Summer I Turned Pretty. I love the series in Amazon. And then my Sydney Sheldon. This is one of my very old books I read when I was in teenager. The Sands of Time and Bloodline. So I downloaded that. And Lauren Asher's couple of books. Anna Huang, all are read. The Fine Print I read already. I have to read the other two brothers' books. This I read. I have the physical copies. And the Bridgerton, all I have read so many times, but I reread this. And Francisca's is my favorite when he's wicked. I'm not very happy that Francisca is going to date a girl again. It's so really not in the story. Though I'm totally okay with if you want to date a girl or a boy. But her story deserved, because of the infertility issue, her story didn't deserve to have a girl. Rather, they should have taken Eloy's story to Sir Philip with love, should have made her gay. So that would have been better. But anyways, that's my thinking. Then Lorelei Gurke, Breathless. This is Nuna, my daughter's doctor. He wrote a book as well. Song of Ice and Fire. These were some when she was a kid. Some of the books I had. And then 50 Shades of Grey. I've never read. I read the book also. It was nice. I had the books as well. And the Bridgertons, quite many of Julia Quinn books are in the, because I loved her books. I had physical of them, and when I left Dubai, I sold around 200 of my books. I mean, I gave some to the charity, and I sold around 200 books, physical books, and these were the old editions. I regret doing it. What to do when I was leaving the country. So Kindle, that's why, is very good. And then I do have some self-help book, but I don't find Kindle as a best place to read, because I love to make notes. So physical hard copy of self-growth books I recommend buying, and that's what I'm doing. What I got is got already. Jennifer McQuiston is another of my favorite Regency romance. Do try if you're looking for. Highly recommend. Teresa Medeiros, also amazing books. And then Life of Pi. These are some growth books. Bible, one year, and The Power of Positive Thinking, Norman Vincent. So this is my what's all in my Kindle, some of the new books that I've got, and so on. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video, and I hope and wish you all a blessed day.